Now, when you guys went to WCW under the mask as the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, were you still like under a deal with the AWA or?
Yes.
Okay.
We're the first team ever to do that, work in two major territories at the same time.
Yeah.
See, I think they had some injuries down there in WCW, so they needed some just some talent to come in, you know. And we were with the AWA, we were the champions up there at the time, and I think really they wanted to contract us out, sort of. Vern and Greg Gagne, because we needed the experience. And I think going on the road every day helped us a lot. And that helped us. I think that's what they're really after, is getting us some experience. So going every day on the road down in the South, you know, WCW, helped us.
Yeah. So that was so it was Vern that kind of put that whole thing together with Ole and those guys.
Because we were under contract with him, you couldn't do nothing.
Barnett, Culver, and Gagne.
We were flying back from there. We were flying back from there, doing TV here, flying back out either that night or the morning, and down there for our match again, down there matches, and then staying there for like 2 weeks, 14 days at a time, then coming back just doing TV and going back down.
Wow. Now, you guys were saying before, you mentioned that like when you were working for Vern, you were only working maybe like 4 or 5 times a month, and now you're working a lot more. Was it kind of hard to adjust to the heavier schedule?
When you're young, you wanted to do that. You knew that's what the game was. You knew that was the business. You wanted to do that because that was your goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys like the masks? Working on the masks?
Hell no. No.
Because
there's no emotion. There's nothing.
Yeah. Did you guys find that like most fans knew who you guys were anyway?
I think nowadays, they obviously with the internet they would, but back then it was almost like, you know, it would take a little longer to leak out, you know, a week or two at a time, but after it leaked out, it's too late anyhow, you know, then it didn't matter.
Yeah. I guess you had Meltzer's newsletter, and that would pretty much be about it. That would kind of...
Who bought that, you know?
Before it happened.
It wasn't as widespread either. I mean, people bought it, but not everybody in the arena knew that.
Right. What were you going to say, Mike? What were your thoughts on Ole Anderson?
See, I liked Ole. I mean, at first, you know, he was an ogre, you know, kind of an ogre. Like everybody thought, oh, he's a rough one. He was, but you know what? I could see underneath, he was really just trying to help you do something right. He had a coach's mentality of trying to just get you in shape and get you, you know, in the ring to do things, you know, a better way for the business, I thought.
You know Mick Foley? When he was managing us, Ole Anderson, Mick Foley called from the airport. Said, I have no credit card, no money, I'm stuck at the airport. Can you come get me? He's supposed to be wrestling. Ole Anderson goes, what? He said, I'm going to pick you up if you're the last. You know, just left him, ended up firing him, and look where the guy is today. You know
wow.
I remember Ole Anderson going, he used to just go, can you two just go kick his ass for me? He used to just
they bothered him just because of mixed style, because Ole was that old school style.
Yeah.
That old wrestling, you know.
And Foley will tell you them. I don't know if he wrote that in his book. I never read his book.
I never read his book either.
But I'm sure you could check. It was funny. Ole just hated him, and look where he ended up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like Steve Austin. I was wrestling him in Japan when he tore his tricep. He called me up and goes, I got fired. Just, you know, he went down to ECW, boom, look where he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember these guys getting fired. We used to room with Undertaker in Tennessee in $20 rooms, sleeping on the floor.
wow.
And
you know, Mick Foley, can I sleep in your car tonight? You guys, would you mind if you sleep in your car? No, you're coming in the room before the mattress on the floor for you.
Yeah.
Mick Foley, now they could, they
you talk to Mick Foley, Undertaker, they'll tell you these stories. I mean, we remember the days. That's why it's interesting to see where everyone is now. It's cool.
Yeah.